This is the Pagani Design PD1701, version 5 to be specific, and it's one of those watches that makes you stop and just appreciate the balance between bold aesthetics and functional design. At first glance, this Moonwatch Homage looks far more expensive than its $70 price tag, and that's not an exaggeration. The pastel sky blue dial paired with a milky white ceramic tachymeter bezel gives the piece a clinical, almost surreal cleanliness. It's daring, but incredibly refined, a fusion of vintage inspiration and modern execution.
The PD1701. This is a striking watch, no doubt. It looks awesome, it feels great on the hand, and it's only worth, well, it costs $70. But how much is it really worth? Well, if you were just looking at it and you didn't know the price tag, you would say it's worth way more. Anyways, the links to the listing of this watch is in the description below the video, so do check it out if you're after a sharp price. And now let's dive in and talk about this breathtaking Moonwatch Homage in detail. Let's do it.
Let's talk dimensions. The PD1701 comes in at 42mm in diameter with a case height of 14mm, though that includes a nicely domed, boxy sapphire crystal that adds character without overwhelming the case. The lug-to-lug spans 48mm, which, thanks to the sharply angled lugs and inverted end links, makes this watch sit much smaller on the wrist than you'd expect. Even on a 6.5-inch wrist, there's zero overhang. The 20mm lug width tapers to 18mm at the clasp, adding to the ergonomic comfort and aesthetic balance. Now, from a design perspective, this thing is a bit of a showpiece. You've got brushed steel across the case flanks and bracelet edges, but it's accented with polished bevels that widen slightly toward the lugs, creating this beautiful interplay of light and shadow. The fixed bezel, milky white ceramic with crisp black tachymeter markings, sits within a polished frame and is honestly one of the most striking elements of the watch. It looks almost translucent in some lighting, like it's covered with a layer of glass, even though it's just the highly polished ceramic playing tricks on your eyes. Over on the right, the screw-down crown is signed and sunken slightly into the case flank, flanked by two prominent chronograph pushers. Those pushers are tactile and clicky, not mushy, not stiff, just right. Under the hood is the Seiko VK63 movement, a hybrid mecha-quartz that offers quartz accuracy but mechanical style chronograph function. That means your running seconds is on the sub-dial, but when you engage the chronograph, you get a smooth sweeping seconds hand. It's a clever compromise that offers both reliability and analog charm. Turning the watch over, we find a screw-down case back that supports the 100-meter water resistance. For a chronograph, that's more than adequate and means you don't have to baby this piece. It's a daily wear-capable watch, offers casual weekend, even the occasional splash. Now let's talk bracelet. And here's where things get a bit more nuanced. The design is visually appealing, no doubt. The inverted end links integrate cleanly with the case, and the center links are flanked with a subtle double-polished thread, giving the bracelet an upscale feel. But like many budget watches, tolerances here aren't perfect. Link play is a bit loose, which affects the feeling of overall solidity. Still, for the price, it's very respectable. You get a milled clasp with 3 micro adjustments and a signed top. It works, it feels decent, and it doesn't detract from the overall experience. Now, the crystal, this is where Pagani nailed it. A boxy sapphire that's slightly domed at the center and treated with anti-reflective coating. It feels premium, both to the eye and to the touch. There's a slight peak that reflects light beautifully, drawing your gaze toward the dial. And the dial, it's a pastel masterpiece. The sky blue is soft, not overbearing, with black chapter ring markings around the perimeter and white baton hour indices printed inside. You've got 3 sub-dials, all slightly recessed for a bit of depth, and they're subtle enough not to clutter the design. Everything's clean, deliberate, and cohesive. No applied elements, just sharp, printed clarity. The white main hands, sub-dial hands, and even the chronograph seconds hand all blend perfectly into this soft contrast palette. But there is a caveat. lume. Like many Pagani Design models, the lume is there, but it's not the main attraction. It works, it glows, but it fades faster than we'd like. This isn't a lume monster, and that's okay. The strength of this piece is really in its daylight presentation. Accuracy-wise, you're getting plus or minus 20 seconds per month, quartz reliability, no fuss, and with a 3-year battery life, the VK63 lets you wear it and forget it. Functionally, it's solid. Visually, it's stunning. And at $70, it's a steal. So, is this the perfect Moonwatch homage? Maybe not, but it's one of the best looking and best spec'd ones under $100. Whether you're collecting, gifting, or just want a fun statement piece that wears well and punches way above its price tag, the Pagani Design PD1701 deserves a closer look.
Yep, and this is actually version 5, so the PD1701 version 5, and I've got the link to the listing in the description below the video, so do check it out if you're after a sharp price. There are many color variations available. Personally, I find this very daring, at the same time chic. There's a lot of finesse to it. I think, yeah, that's it, chic and finesse. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.